At a rally this weekend in Wisconsin, President Trump was talking about a bill called the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act. The bill is pending in Wisconsin, and President Trump attacked Democratic Governor Tony Evers for saying that he will veto the legislation if it's passed. This bill, like the federal Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, would require doctors to give medical care to any infant that's born alive after an attempted abortion procedure. In the process of talking about this bill, President Trump brought up past comments from Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, a Democrat who in January made some pretty heinous comments about what happens to newborn babies after an attempted abortion. Let's remember what he said during that interview. "When we talk about third trimester abortions," Northam said, "these are done with the consent of obviously the mother, with the consent of the physician, more than one physician, by the way, and it's done in cases where there may be severe deformities. There may be a fetus that's non-viable. If a mother is in labor," Northam went on, "I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered, the infant would be kept comfortable, the infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired, and then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mother." This is the governor of Virginia talking about allowing newborn infants to die, at least in some circumstances. During his rally this past weekend, President Trump said that Northam talked about executing babies. That's not what Northam said, but it certainly was horrible, and the media spent all this weekend trying to cover for the Democratic governor and saying that he hadn't said anything wrong, saying that he hadn't even said infants would be allowed to die. The Democratic Party is growing increasingly extreme on abortion. When the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act came up in the Senate in February, 44 Democrats voted against the bill. Pro-life laws are not extreme. Democratic politicians like Ralph Northam are the extreme ones.